Hey everyone! Today, I'm going to tell you about an anime where everything is not quite what it seems. It's about five girls living under one roof, all starting to confess their feelings to the main protagonist, sometimes in cheesy and sometimes in completely unexpected ones. And yet, the main character refuses to admit his own feelings for them, all the way till the very end. The Shunji family lives in a grand mansion with servants. The most notable part of the family is its 7 children, 5 girls and 2 boys. The head of the household is Arata, the eldest of them all, handsome, wealthy, yet incredibly lonely. Despite his looks and status, he has never managed to connect with the opposite sex. He even turns to his younger brother Shun for advice, who happens to have a real girlfriend. It's during just such a conversation that his sisters burst into the room, each with her own unique personality. Seiya is a cold and intelligent beauty, the leader of the school science club, inspiring awe among boys with her sharp intellect and emotionless gaze. Aika is a pink-haired beauty who can scold someone one moment and reward them with a radiant smile the next. Banri, 18, is a sassy and charismatic university student capable of wrapping anyone around her finger. Nami is the cheerful youngest sister, an aspiring sports champion with a tomboyish spirit and a dazzling smile. Koton is the quietest and most mysterious of the sisters, seemingly innocent, but it was she who first confessed something strange and unexpected to Arata. The girls assume the brothers are discussing romantic secrets and immediately start teasing Arata. As always, he becomes flustered and blushes, especially when accused of thoughts he's too shy to even dream about. Family relationships aren't simple. They've tried to stay close despite their differing personalities and appeared almost like a perfect family. But everything changes when father decides to reveal a long-held family secret on Koton's coming-of-age birthday. During dinner, he drops a shocking bomb. None of the sisters are actually related to him by blood. All of them were adopted, except him. The revelation hits everyone hard. Oka feels betrayed, Seiya tries to find logic in what's happening. Banri insists it doesn't change the fact that they grew up together and are still a family. Nami, as usual, just wants to eat. Only Arata starts wondering, if they're not really siblings, then what possibilities does this open up? He sinks deeper into thought. Until now, he had been certain he could never see any of the girls as anything but sisters. But now, this new reality opens up uncharted horizons, especially after a chance encounter with Koton in the bathroom, where she asks him to help scrub her back. He refuses at first, but she insists, pointing out she can't quite reach the hard-to-get spots. Meanwhile, Shun and Oka discuss how this news might affect family dynamics. Perhaps nothing will really change. They'll continue living as before, bickering, supporting, and spending time together. But now, officially, there's more freedom than before. And the day ends with Koton standing completely naked behind Arata, wrapping her arms around him from behind, clearly determined to make this evening unforgettable. The story takes place in Okayama, where the characters are coming to terms with changes in their family life after it's revealed they aren't biologically related. Aika is upset, fearing she'll now be seen differently, especially by Arata, whom she's noticed giving her strange looks. She shares her worries with Shen, who thinks it's normal. After all, Arata is just a teenager. Oko, meanwhile, is more concerned about Kutona, who confessed her feelings to Arata under the belief they were no longer siblings. Shen explains that Kutona made the confession fearlessly, but Arata turned her down, telling her he will always remain her older brother and protector. However, Kutona doesn't accept his refusal and tries to grow closer to him physically, which makes the main character increasingly uncomfortable. Later, Seiji tests Arata by provoking him in his room, trying to see if he's capable of pursuing a relationship without respect standing in the way. After realizing he remains kind and restrained, she begins talking about how there are now no barriers between them, neither legal nor biological. She suggests Kutona may have intuitively sensed this and decided to make the first move. Arata, however, is certain. Even though nothing technically stands in the way anymore, to him, they're still family. He doesn't want to change the familiar dynamics, though he does notice others are also struggling internally. At school, Shen reflects on how people around them might react to the truth about their past. The day passes quietly, but in the evening, Arata spends time with Minami. She failed an exam, and he helps her study at a karaoke bar. Despite their efforts to focus, Minami gets distracted and gradually pulls Arata into her cheerful mood. On the way home, Arata sees his ex with someone else, but Minami supports him, caring for him like an older sister. They talk about the secret of their origins and how it affects their emotions, especially regarding Kotona. Minami reconciles with Oko, bringing sweets and finding her lost AirPods. Everything seems calm on the surface, but hidden emotions and quiet observations hint at future complications. At dawn, the protagonist, Arata, steps out of his room and notices Kotona, his younger sister, who clearly shows interest in him. The tension between them grows, and although they try to act like they used to, everything has changed. Sage, his older sister and Bookworm, also displays conflicting feelings. She pretends to be cold toward him, but can't stop thinking about touching him again. At school, Arata watches Lala, the girl he's in love with, but Oka, his twin and close friend, scolds him for still not confessing his feelings to her. She is surprised to learn that Lala is already dating someone else. Later, her friends gossip behind the scenes, saying that Arata is attractive yet intimidating. Uka, one of them, starts acting toxically, trying to discourage others from even considering dating him, hinting that he belongs only to her. On Kutona's birthday, everyone heads to the amusement park Vidme. Instead of spending time together, the group splits into smaller parties. Arata and Bari, another of his older sisters, are left alone and decide to grab a bite to eat. They walk around together, and Bari begins to flirt, clinging onto his arm. Although resisting at first, Arata ends up enjoying the time spent with her. After several unanswered calls between brothers and sisters ignoring each other, the group reunites later in the day. During a quiet moment, Banri and Arata talk, and he asks how she took the news about them not being blood-related. She says it hurt, but believes nothing should change. Arata agrees. To him, she has always been his older sister. Later, when a little girl accidentally spills drinks, Arata protects Bari, showing both bravery and care. On their way back, the group jokes about Kutona's attempt to seduce Arata. Sei explains that it happened simply because Kutona wanted attention, not from serious intentions. This confuses the girls, especially Oka, but Banri thinks it was just a phase she was going through. At night, during a walk in the park, Arata sees a girl who looks like Lala and panics. Oka finds him and decides to talk in a secluded spot. There, she confesses her love, not as a twin, but as someone she truly cares for romantically. It catches Arata off guard, but he realizes that many things have changed, and their relationship will never be the same again. Thanks for watching. If you had fun, don't forget to leave a like. See you in the next video.